session in Ireland was a group of friends meeting to play tunes, and it was a social thing, because there was no TV, no radio, very little electricity, and people used to meet to play tunes and pass on tunes and socialise.
A session, and we wanted to recreate that sort of feel on the stage. Often as not, Irish music on the stage can be a little bit more stagey. So this is a more free-for-all. Mind you, we do have certain members in the group that would just play music, whether they're on stage or off stage is the same,
Do.
We're going to end on a G.
Do you want a G?
Yeah.
It's a gathering place for music, and it's not as grand as the Philharmonic sometimes, but it's a real driving force, and it keeps the music alive. It's brilliant to be involved in.
Terry Clarke Coyne! So we're back again this year because last year the inaugural Irish Sea Sessions in 2010 was a great success. Actually, we got some phenomenal reviews. The audience feedback was incredible. I think what happened was that people took a risk with us last year. We created a name, the Irish Sea Sessions, and sold a bit of a concept, and no one quite knew what to expect. And I think what they got kind of exceeded their expectations, and probably ours when we set off with it. We shared the reviews and some of the footage of last year with Belfast Festival, who've invited us over to the Ulster Bank Belfast Festival at Queen's to play at the very beautiful Ulster Hall this Saturday night. So we've also been invited to Derry, Londonderry, Stroke City as they call it, to the Millennium Forum, supported by the Culture Land there, which is an Irish language arts and enterprise centre who have a lot of grassroots work and projects going on to do with traditional music and dance and the language. And that makes it very exciting. I mean, at the moment, Belfast are massively celebrating or commemorating 100 years since the launch of the Titanic, and of course next year there are commemorations of the tragedy of its sinking, and Liverpool is hugely involved with those as well. And so it's great to explore that a little bit, which we're doing in the song this time and in the tunes. And of course, Derry, Londonderry becomes UK City of Culture in 2013, which is very much a project that grew out of our great successful year here in 2008 as European City of Culture in Liverpool. And this is just an acknowledgement of that. There's no formal links as yet around that, but it seemed a completely appropriate thing to do.
Just like honey baby, honey baby. You know she's alright. You know she's alright. Cause she's sweet like a honey baby. Oh, you know she's alright. You know she's alright. Like a honey baby.
This year we've brought back, they've brought back more than half of the crew, but the newer people I've known anyway. The piper, John McSherry, I was in a band with in the early 90s. And also I've known Meabh and Stevie and all of those. There's a few people I hadn't met.
fiddle player, and I've been asked to be part of the REC sessions this year, which is a lovely honour. And it's 14 musicians and a dancer coming together and exchanging music and ideas. And it's just lovely to be part of a process like this. It's really fantastic.
That's when you've seen it.
I suppose it's different from a session that we would have back home. When you sort of sit down in a session, people just sort of play tunes. Over the last couple of weeks, we have been exchanging tunes and kind of coming up with ideas, ideas for tunes, ideas for songs. So it's lovely to finally come together and see how they sound and put some structure to them. So in that way, it is slightly different from a session. In a session, people just play away together. But with this, we are actually putting structure to tunes and arranging them, I suppose, and the same with the songs as well. So that's kind of the process.
Without wanting to ruin the spontaneity of the event, we have commissioned some particular new music this year, and we commissioned Terry Clarke Coyne to reflect a little bit on. He's such a pivotal figure, and his family have been so pivotal in Liverpool Irish music and in the Old Irish Centre on Mount Pleasant. So Terry has written a suite of 3 tunes.
Specifically within the brief of the links between Liverpool and Ireland, and the brief of the problems of our past and emigration and the famine years, etc. So I have a sort of reason for each of the pieces, and there's a story behind each one.
And then say 3 of us, and then everybody will. The first, there's 3 choruses. 3 choruses.
In terms of the types of pieces, the first one that really came to mind when I read the sort of more of the brief of the show was about Liverpool's past and about Liverpool's Irish heritage, and really about the famine years. The next piece I wrote actually was a very fast tune. The fastest of our music is the reels. And they're often what people expect to hear in a session and in a concert, because they're very lively. People clap along often, people dance along to it. So it's a very vibrant and happy piece. Again, thinking of my past, my father was a wonderful, world-class musician on the fiddle, Damien Coyne, and he really set a place alight when he played. And in the Liverpool Irish Centre, which is on Mount Pleasant, a road not far from what this building was sitting in, for many, many years I was brought up there, just learning the music, joining in the singing, the music and the dancing. And they were fantastic years, and everyone there just thought they were unbelievable years. And the feeling of that, I just started composing a reel, because a reel this is the passionate thing, it's a really emotive and vibrant tune. And I think it just came to me, only in a couple of sessions of sitting down thinking about what I would play. And it came fairly quick, that, and I've written 3 pieces that go together, so it's a reel in 3 parts, which is quite unusual, but the last part has a slightly synchronized sort of timing, and just give it a little bit of edge, and sort of looking to the future, and I was thinking of dancing, and so there's an awful lot involved. It's just a tune, but there's a lot involved in it.
This year we've expanded. Simon has, we're in Belfast at the Ulster Hall, and the Millennium Theatre in Derry, and it's called the Irish Sea Sessions, or the Liverpool Sea Sessions. But what happens is this music, it's when Jenny will be singing it, and Ian, those songs will be as relevant in Belfast and in Derry as they are in Liverpool. because it's that unwritten law again. We're the same. It's just like 20 miles of water between us, that's it.
The variation of musicians and the array of musicians that are there, from singers to musicians, I just think it'll be a fantastic, beautiful night's music with a great atmosphere and great vibe and great fun. There's a great gang of people here. These last few nights have been good fun. So I hope we'll see that on stage. I just think it'll be great night's music.
What you're going to get at the concert would be a really great concert of fast tunes, slow tunes, fast songs, slow songs, new songs, old songs, new tunes, old tunes, and a bit of dancing thrown in with everybody collaborating. So it's great.